A very good morning to our distinguished guests. Professor Elizabeth Lee, Chief Executive Officer, Sunway Education Group, Professor Graham Wilkinson, Vice Chancellor, Sunway University, Ms. Fiona Morris, Education and Science Counsellor, Australian High Commission, Mr. Alan Blagaik, School Curriculum and Standards Authority's Executive Director, Dr. Hans George Lober, Senior Executive Advisor of Carl Duisberg Center, Dr. Cheng Mian Wee, Executive Director, Sunway International School and Director, Pre-University Studies, Ms. Vanitha Sachitanathan, Assistant Director, Pre-University Studies and Director of Program, Australian Matriculation, distinguished guests, parents, colleagues, and dear students. Welcome to the AUSMAT High Achievers Award Ceremony 2022. My name is Tammy, and with me is Alex. We will be your MCs for today's event.
Thank you all for gracing our second virtual awards ceremony with your presence. Please join us in welcoming Prof. Elizabeth Lee, Chief Executive Officer of Sunway Education Group, to open our event.
Ms. Vanitha Sachitanathan, Director of the Australian Matriculation Program and Assistant Director of Pre-University Studies in Sunway College. Mr. Alan Blagaik, the Executive Director of the School Curriculum and Standards Authority at the Department of Education, Western Australia. Ms. Fiona Morris, Counsellor for Education and Science, Australian Department of Education and Training, Australian High Commission here in Malaysia. Dr. Hans Georg Lober, the Senior Executive Advisor of the Carl Duisberg Center. Distinguished guests, honorable lecturers, proud parents, my dear students for whom we're celebrating today. Hello everyone. There is no better way to celebrate the start of the new year than by celebrating the remarkable achievements of our students. With life getting back to normal, or as normal as it can be, let us look forward to better days ahead. We are gathered to celebrate the achievements of our AUSMAT students in the Western Australian Certificate of Education, or the WACE 2021 examination. From your amazing results, I must say you have done exceedingly well, despite of and adapting to the challenging and uncertain times brought about by COVID-19. Ladies and gentlemen, I am told that we have two students who achieved ATAR 99 and above. Well done, Chirag Malani with ATAR 99.35 and Cheryl Chow Shu Wei with ATAR 99.2. Congratulations, you are the top 1% in the world of all Australian examination students for this exam year. I'm further told that in total we have 114 AUSMAT students who achieved ATAR 90 and above, while 209 students achieved ATAR 80 and above. These are our top 10 and top 20% in the world. Further to this, our students of this graduating class also garnered one subject award for English as an additional language or dialect, or the EALD as it is known, and 3 certificates of excellence for 3 subjects. These being the EALD, Accounting and Finance, and Human Biology. As these are Australian awards granted by the School Curriculum and Standards Authority in Perth in recognition of individual excellence in the ATAR courses, it is commendable to note that our students in the Sunway AUSMAT Malaysia won them, hence placing our students among the top of the tops in the world. Congratulations to all. Well done. Further to this, AUSMAT students have also won a number of book prizes from the University of Western Australia, Victoria University, Murdoch University, Macquarie University, University of Melbourne, Deakin University, Swinburne University of Technology, the RMIT, and the Edith Cowan University. Thank you to all our university sponsors for these book prizes. My dear students, it is now time for you to move on to continue in your studies. I'm so happy to hear that some of you will be continuing with us here at Sunway University. We welcome you with open arms and open hearts. There are those who will be continuing at other institutions, which include Monash University across the road, and the University of Melbourne in Australia, and the National University of Singapore, or the NUS. And we had 23 JPA students who have just gone to Germany recently after having completed their German language course alongside the AUSMAT. Congratulations! Please remember to get your booster shots when you receive your appointments to ensure that your protection is guaranteed wherever you go. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to address your proud parents and also friends who are amongst us today. Your sons and daughters have indeed done us proud. I would like to thank you for giving us the chance to nurture them for the past year. In the AUSMAT program, students' individual learning needs, personal growth, problem solving, and critical thinking skills are addressed with a focus on holistic development. Here, we aim to nurture the current generation for the world of tomorrow. So, my dear parents, I thank you for having placed your trust in us and for giving us a chance to educate your children. And now, my dear students, you too should not forget to attribute your success today to your parents, guardians, and friends who have stood by you and who will continue to stand by you in times to come. Do also thank your lecturers who have not only instructed you, but who have, I'm sure, had a large part in shaping who you are today. I'm pretty sure not all the knowledge they have imparted on you is from textbooks. Some of them might have tried to impart in you a passion or a hunger for learning. Some listened more than others. All their efforts deserve a thank you as well. And as you come to the end of your time in the AUSMAT, I'm sure that you must be busy planning or exploring and thinking about your journey ahead. Don't worry too much if you don't seem to know what to do, as many are at the same crossroad. For now, all you have to do is to choose one path. If you like it, you can stay on that path. But if you don't, remember, you can change and take a new journey, and we may make many changes of pathways in our life journey, and that's both all right and common. Just choose a path and make a start. If you don't, you'll never know if that's really where you want to go by staying put. So gather all the information you need, talk to people who know and do what they love, like your parents and other mentors. Discover your interests and your passions and move towards the things that feel right. Go with what works for you. Choose as wisely as you can for now and without fear. And go forth with anticipation and a spirit of exploration on your new journey which awaits. Things will happen on this journey that you may not have prepared for, even with all the good planning ahead. When faced with challenges and pitfalls, you will just have to get back up, dust yourself off, and keep going. Just remember, there are many people who believe in you and are rooting for you to succeed at every point in your life. Now it is up to you to take advantage of all that we've given you, your values, knowledge, and experience to guide you in the journey ahead. Popular American writer Dr. Seuss once said, "You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. you can steer yourself any direction you choose. It's a nice breakdown of what it takes to get places. Your brains give your body the directions it needs to take you where you want to go. What your brain can dream up, your body can fulfill, as long as there's strong determination and a clear vision, and also a dose of reality. With that, I wish you well on your journey. May you reap all the good things in life that life has to offer, and may you go boldly down your chosen paths. Please do remember to continue to stay safe and true. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Prof. Elizabeth. As you probably already know, AUSMAT is made possible only with the partnership and with the support of our Australian friends and colleagues. Now, please join us in welcoming Miss Fiona Morris, Education and Science Counsellor, Australian Department of Education and Training, to share a few words with us all.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Fiona Morris, and I am the Education Counsellor at the Australian High Commission here in Malaysia. It is my great pleasure today, on behalf of the Australian High Commission, to extend my warmest congratulations to all of you, the high achievers of the Australian Matriculation Program at Sunway College. 2021 has been another challenging year for students and educators alike, none more so than those students who have been completing matriculation programs around the world. You should be very proud of your achievements during this challenging pandemic period, and indeed all of us at the Australian High Commission are very proud of your achievements. Please take the time today to say thank you to your families and your friends for their support during the matriculation program, and we at the Australian High Commission wish you every success in your personal and professional lives as you move forward. Best wishes for your future studies, and we look forward to staying in touch with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Morris. Ladies and gentlemen, the first award to be presented this morning is the Jeffrey Chia Special Entrance Scholarship. This award goes to Darren Yap Yi Shen, who achieved an outstanding ATAR of 98.75. Darren is qualified for a 100% tuition waiver to pursue their studies at Sunway University.
We now present the awards for our top students based on their ATAR scores. Chirag Malani achieved an ATAR of 99.35 and receives a book prize worth 200 Australian dollars courtesy of the University of Western Australia. Cheryl Chow Shu Wei achieves an ATAR of 99.2 and receives a book prize worth 200 Australian dollars courtesy of Victoria University. Muhammad Naufal bin Amil Azhar achieved an ATAR of 98.95 and receives a book prize worth 200 Australian dollars courtesy of Murdoch University. Nabil Sharafuddin Poo bin Muhammad Izzuddin Poo achieved an ATAR of 98.95 and receives a book prize worth 200 Australian dollars courtesy of Macquarie University. Wu Junjian achieved an ATAR of 98.85 and receives a book prize worth 200 Australian dollars courtesy of the University of Melbourne. Darren Yap Yi Shen achieved an ATAR of 98.75 and receives a book prize worth 200 Australian dollars courtesy of Deakin University. Tu Yu Zi achieved an ATAR of 98.7 and receives a book prize worth 200 Australian dollars courtesy of the University of Melbourne. Sam Carl Benz achieved an ATAR of 98.65 and receives a book prize worth 200 Australian dollars courtesy of the Swinburne University of Technology. Ong Wei Candice achieved an ATAR of 98.55 and receives a book prize worth 200 Australian dollars courtesy of the RMIT University. And Tan Jun Yong achieved an ATAR of 98.45 and receives a book prize worth 200 Australian dollars courtesy of the Edith Cowan University.
Now, please join us in welcoming Mr. Alan Blergake, School Council Standard Authorities Executive Director, to share a few words with us all.
Greetings to you all from Perth in Western Australia. I'm speaking to you from our offices of the School Curriculum and Standards Authority. Welcome to today's very special ceremony. I'd like to, from the outset, acknowledge Dr. Elizabeth Lee, your Chief Executive Officer for the Sunway Education Group, Miss Vanitha, and Miss Sumati, to all the special guests, lecturers, and most importantly, students. 2021 marked the 34th year of our partnership with Sunway College KL, which contributes and continues to be one of our most successful colleges worldwide offering the AUSMAT program. It's also been the largest student intake of any West Australian international school or college. So our connection to you is very deep, very long, and very strong. The AUSMAT program is an academically challenging program that focuses on individuals' holistic development through student-centered teaching and continuous assessments. This is what makes our program and the work that you completed so different to students who are participating in other international education programs. It provides a flexible combination of diverse courses and a balanced assessment approach of 50% school-based assessment and 50% external assessment. We know how challenging this was last year. You're to be congratulated. Whilst the COVID pandemic had a significant impact on education in Malaysia, where face-to-face classes were not possible for a substantial part of the year, student achievement at Sunway KL remained high. Students demonstrated their resilience, adapted to online learning, and in the face of significant challenges, managed some remarkable achievements. 469, 92.7% of the students achieved their West Australian Certificate of Education, which has global recognition and wide acceptance by universities around the world. In addition, 208 students achieved an ATAR of 80 and above. That's in the top 20% of students, including 105 with an ATAR of 90 and above, and 2 with an ATAR of 99 and above. They're in the top 1% of students. That's a fantastic effort and a fantastic achievement considering what we've just lived through. Further, one special subject award, which is the highest WACE exam mark, was awarded to one of your students in English as an additional language or dialect. 3 special subject certificates of excellence, that's the top 0.5% of ATAR exam marks, were awarded in accounting and finance, English as an additional language and dialect, and human biology. Congratulations. Whilst acknowledging student achievement, it is important to acknowledge the seriously significant role that lecturers and staff at Sunway College played in helping students achieve these phenomenal results against all adversity in 2021. Almost overnight, lecturers have developed and refined their ways of teaching differently, of being able to assess and support students via remote learning. Well done to all of you. You deserve to be congratulated. In early 2021, the Premier of Western Australia stated that any student entitled to a WACE ATAR in 2021 would receive a WACE ATAR. And we've worked really closely with Sunway and the administrators of Sunway to achieve that goal. You are aware we've had to make sure that our rules were flexible and adjustable to make sure that they actually provided you with the very best opportunity to succeed in these very challenging times. The strength of the partnership, the open communication, and the positive working relationship that exists between the School Curriculum and Standards Authority and Sunway College has enabled us to identify and address issues as they arose. We recognise that different countries were affected in different ways, and we've acknowledged the willingness of Sunway to proactively work through issues, adopt our solutions, and lobby on your behalf, the students' behalf. We look forward to working closely with Sunway in 2022. Lord only knows what we're in for this year, but we assume that where many of the same challenges may exist, we certainly are better placed for the experiences of 2021 and 2020 to address those issues as they arise. On behalf of the School Curriculum and Standards Authority, our new Chair of Board, Pauline White, who has assumed her position in December on Patrick's retirement, I wish you a fulfilling life ahead. I wish you all the very best. You are well prepared to meet the challenges of your tertiary studies. Do well.
Thank you, Mr. Blurgate.
Each year, Special Subject Awards and Special Subject Certificates of Excellence are granted by the School Curriculum and Standards Authority to students studying Western Australian Year 12. These awards recognize individual excellence in ATAR courses. Before the awards are presented, AUSMAT would like to take this opportunity to express our deepest gratitude for the authority's continued support throughout 2021. As we all learn to surmount the challenges presented by the ongoing pandemic, we have succeeded in continuing to deliver the best of Australian education right here in Malaysia, thanks to the indispensable support we received and continue to receive from our Australian allies. We couldn't have weathered the storm without their ongoing advice and resources.
We now present the Special Subject Award, which is awarded to the eligible student obtaining the highest examination mark for a Year 12 ATAR course with an examination set by the authority. Chirag Malani receives the Special Subject Award for English as an additional language or dialect. The Certificates of Excellence are awarded to eligible candidates who are in the top 0.5% of candidates in each ATAR course examination set by the authority based on the examination score. Chirag Malani receives the Special Subject Certificate of Excellence for his outstanding achievement in English as an additional language or dialect. Tu Yu receives the Special Subject Certificate of Excellence for his outstanding achievement in Accounting and Finance. Tan Jun Yong receives the Special Subject Certificate of Excellence for her outstanding achievement in Human Biology.
Now, please join us in welcoming Dr. Cheng Mian Wee, Executive Director, Sunway International School and Director, Pre-University Studies, to share a few words with us all.
On behalf of Sunway College Pre-University Studies, I wish to welcome Ms. Fiona Morris, Counsellor for Education and Science, Australian High Commission in Malaysia, Mr. Alan Blackike, Chief Executive of the School Curriculum and Standards Authority, Western Australia, Dr. Hans George Lober, Senior Advisor of CDC, and I wish to acknowledge the presence of Professor Elizabeth Lee, Chief Executive Officer of Sunway Education Group, as well as Ms. Vanita Sachitanathan, Director of AUSMAT and Assistant Director of Pre-U Studies at Sunway College. Ladies and gentlemen, I also wish to thank all parents and guardians who have made time to be with us today, as well as all my colleagues and friends, for we are gathered today to celebrate the amazing achievements of our AUSMAT students in the class of 2021 at Sunway College. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to ask that we celebrate together the success of 114 students who have achieved an ATAR of more than 90 points, as well as 209 students who have achieved an ATAR of more than 80 points. We are also very pleased to celebrate the achievement of our students that have led to the school receiving subject awards as well as certificates of excellence across various subjects. But really, the cherry on top of the cake are also two of our amazing students who have achieved the near perfect or academically perfect score of more than 99 ATAR, score of more than 99, and they are Chirag Malani, who scored an amazing 99.35, as well as Cheryl Chow Shu Wei, who scored the amazing 99.2 points as ATAR. If I may ask, ladies and gentlemen, that we all put together our hands for a virtual applause for all these students and their amazing achievements. Thank you. And this session would not be appropriate if not for also acknowledging the good work and commitment of our team of lecturers in Sunway AUSMAT. And so I ask that we also extend our virtual applause to all the amazing lecturers in Sunway AUSMAT program. Dear graduates, as you progress from this point on to further studies, I'd like to share with you 3 must-knows. The first is, you must know who you are. Remember your parents, for they are the root of your current success as well as your future success. Also, know your friends, for they are the vine that leads to your future connections and all that you will do. You must also know your purpose or your dream. Do not give up on what is important to you. Life will throw you some curveballs, but we believe Sunway AUSMAT has prepared you very well. So my dear friends, stay focused and pay attention to what matters most. Last but not least, please know, and you must know, you are not alone. Aside your family and friends, please stay connected with all your lecturers who love you and care for you and whom you have also gotten to know well. And stay connected with your alma mater, Sunway College. With that, I congratulate you and wish you the very best in all your future endeavors. God bless all.
Thank you, Dr. Mian.
We now present the Best Subject Award. This award acknowledges the top scorers in each subject. The Best Subject Award for Accounting and Finance goes to 2UZ, whose lecturer was Miss Joanne. The Best Subject Award for Business Management and Enterprise goes to Cheryl Chow Su Wei, whose lecturer is Miss Yi. The Best Subject Award for Chemistry goes to Lee Zhuang Min, whose lecturer was Miss Hidayati. The Best Subject Award for Economics goes to 2UZ, whose lecturer was Dr. Stella. The Best Subject Award for English as an Additional Language or Dialect goes to Arya Kritika Rohan, whose lecturer was Miss Yang. The Best Subject Award for English as an Additional Language or Dialect goes to Chirag Malani, whose lecturer was Miss Angela. The Best Subject Award for English goes to Tae Sin Yi, whose lecturer was Miss Su Lin. The Best Subject Award for Human Biology goes to Ong Wei Candice, whose lecturer was Miss Farhana. The Best Subject Award for Mathematics Applications goes to Tan Jun Yong, whose lecturer was Miss Wong. The Best Subject Award for Mathematics Methods goes to Muhammad Naufal bin Amil Azhar, whose lecturer was Mr. David. The Best Subject Award for Mathematics Specialist goes to Wu Junjian, whose lecturer was Ms. Lai. The Best Subject Award for Physics goes to Nabil Sharafuddin Pu bin Muhammad Izzuddin Pu, whose lecturer was Mr. Alex. The Best Subject Award for Psychology goes to Ong Wei Candice, whose lecturer was Miss Saranya. The Best Subject Award for General English goes to Ong Wei Candice, whose lecturer was Mr. Mark. The Best Subject Award for Career and Enterprise goes to 2UZ, whose lecturer was Mr. Jason. The Best Subject Award for Computer Science is Lo Jian Sin, whose lecturer was Dr. Sheena. The Best Subject Award for Food Science and Technology goes to Leong Yi Yen, whose lecturer was Miss Diana. The Best Subject Award for Politics and Law goes to Si Hui Tian, whose lecturer was Mr. Douglas. And for the Most Improved ATAR, the award goes to Wei Li Xiang. The following special certificates of achievement goes to students who achieved an ATAR of 98.45 to 99 and above.
Chirag Malani, Cheryl Chow Shu Wei, Muhammad Naufal bin Amil Azhar, Nabil Sharafuddin Pu bin Muhammad Izzuddin Pu, Wu Junjian, Darren Yap Yishern, Tu Yu-zi, Sam Carl Benz, Ong Wei Candice, and Tan Jun Yong. The following special certificates of achievement are presented to AUSMAT students who achieved an ATAR of 94 to 98.40. Lee Zuang Min, Wang Yunjian, Ang Ki Sheng, Chia Hong, Lee Tianxi, Kim Shi Tong.
Arya Kritika Rohan, Ashley Chua Swet Yi, Mok Xiao Liang, Nur Safrina Hani Binti Naina Mohammed, Lo Jian Sin, Angie Lau,
Brian Nge Jing Hong, Edwin Oh Chun Kit, Daham Deshan Vidudara Heva, Muhammad Farid Shofwan bin Suleiman, Elizabeth Hui Clark, Anisha Irina binti Ishtiaq Ahmad,
Jessica Ko Ching Ching, Leong Yi Yen, Tan Su An, Ong Shu Yi, Elissa Carmen Tan Simon, Chu K Yuan,
Yu Jing Fei, Wang Shen Yi, Tung Meng Jun, Yap Jia Yang, Kwek Jie Zi, Hao Jia Sun,
Fong Zien, Kuhan Gilmer Ganasan, Lim Jun Yu, Dylan Lo Ri Kun, Lee Yue Sin, Esther Chong Yu Mei,
Lao Jie Zi Jaslin, Wong Mo Jun, Tan Hui Ching, Liao Yan Yi, Justin Ryan Chong Ze Yang, Kathleen Tang Yin Tong,
Lo Zi Jun, Fong Kai En, Jensen Lee Yuan Sen, Brion Tan Ye Jia, Natalie Chong Wei Ying, Dennis Cheng Chia Yong. The following special certificates of achievement are presented to AUSMAT students who achieved an ATAR of 90 to 93.95. Chloe Chong Kar Yue, Raja Muhammad Najib bin Raja Nahar, Muhammad Kamal Rifat bin Muhammad Nazri, Gan Yu Man, Jason Nge Yuan Jie, Adele Yijie Lim,
Lee Mei Chen, Teh Sin Yi, Xavier Henry, Teo Yu Zian, Lao Ian, Lu Nian Long,
Lu Qian Ni, Prasadi Samira KD, Tiao Chai Wei, Brian Chung Kok Jing, Divya AP Rajendran, Rebecca Wong Kai Yin,
Wong Zin Lee, Nur Firdaus Haikal bin Nur Azman, Eng Wei Teng, Lai Yi Yen, Ui Zi Zin, Lim Ze Sin,
Shannon Lim, Sunny Tan Jing Yi, Samantha Ku Zi Yan, Debbie Tan Zi Yi, Benjamin Tan Jie Ming, Harish Dev Chandra Sagar,
Ang Kai Ling, Nicholas Chia Zhang Yu, Priyalin Kaur Gurmit Singh, Tiffany Koh Lei Lin, B. Jia Yi, Po Ha Wen,
Nicole Tan Swet Lin, Joelle Jane Chu Yun Yi, Ong Jia Hui, Nadiva Nurif Tita, Tong Hui, Lo Sin Ying,
Eng Ki Ye, Hanis binti Helmi Faizal, Yap Seng Zoe, Viroshni Ashok, and Tan Jia Wen. The following special certificates of achievement are presented to AUSMAT students who achieved an ATAR of 86 to 89.95. And they are Chloe Lau Ke Yi, Lau Yun Xian, Ui Pei Yi Priscilla, Josh Tan Zing Kai, Chong Yung Zin, Gan Yin Seng,
Tan Yi Wen, Jessica Lee Yen Ni, Go Jie Min, Ui Zi Suen, Nur Nelly Natasha binti Muhammad Rizwan, Neo Jia Sin,
Vanessa Ku Hui Lin, Sonia Gopinath, Chia E. Fern, Joey Liao Pei Zing, Chua Ze Eun, Tristan Mesnari Villanueva Pajegal,
Cheong Wei Yi, Cheong Wai Yi, Eugene Po Chi Yang, Emilia Annabelle Pui Yan, Termitzi bin Taufik, Chan Ken Yu Ryan, Lo Zhen Hang,
Zhao Xianghan, Tan Jing En, Tan Ji Zing, Ikram Muklish bin Fakrul Zaman, Ryan Ku Yao Xiong, Sean Lim Meng Tian,
Hao Shi Ning, Tan Yuk Men, Brian Lau Kar He, Melissa Gui Hui Si, Lim Wei Ti, Ang Hui San,
Yao Yan Yi, Che En En, Ang Yi Lin, Ethan Yong Yu Heng, and Amardev Singh Kaira.
The following special certificates of achievement are presented to AUSMAT students who achieved an ATAR of 80 to 85.95. And they are Aaron William Andrew, Yao Ze Yi, Alden Ng Jin Huang, Ashlyn Chiao Yu Wen, Leong Suk Kwan Eunice, Kang Bun Fan,
Louis Joanna, Ang Zi Ching, Nur Afika binti Nur Azman, Arvin Raj Ganesa Lingam, Cecilia Lau Se Mei, Chiu Zia Chin,
Duratul Husna binti Imran, Iyu Ting Sen, Keng Chien Wen, Vishalini Kanagalingam, Alicia Kwek Chik Wen, Jane Conjera,
Chiu Zing Ni, Lee Yi Yang Even, Aaron Sia Hui En, Mikhail Imran bin Azran, Oh Chen Yi, Gan Zo Shan Ruel,
Andrea Lo Shuen En, Muhammad Azri bin Hamdan, Chua Yuan Chong Jared, Ivan Mo Yip Hang, Muhammad Nabil Fahmi bin Jazman, Lukman Hakim bin Roslan,
Christopher Wong Manjun, Lutfil Hadi bin Kamarul Zaman, Lana Malika binti Husaini, Alicia Chang Yi Mei, Cheng Zi Feng, Tan Li Chen,
Wei Bao Long, Rahul Kritik Rohan, Siti Liana binti Azman, Chen Yi Jun, Fu Kai Yan, Lim Wei Heng,
Yong Hao Jun, Nabiha Shah binti Azlan Shah, Natalie Feraldine Anak Franklin, Zoe Tan Ze Min, Jaslyn Ong Her Yi, Lim Zek Yik,
Tan Yi Zhen, Muhammad Afiq Khan, Adele Lim Zen Wei, Chiu Ka Hans, Teo Zi Yuan, Shannon Ong Zi Jia,
Tan Se Ho, Yap Lian, Nicholas Tan Jun Wei, Rauha Sharif, Leong Kai En, Tam Shu Yi,
Wong Ming Lee, and Nurin Erisha binti Muhammad Ali.
Next, representing the AUSMAT class of 2021, Chirag Malani, AUSMAT Valedictorian of 2021, will share with us his thoughts. He will be introduced by Ms. Angela Teo, AUSMAT Program Coordinator.
Since day one, he has been consistent with everything he does, determined to give his best to achieve his goals, resourceful, cooperative, which made him extremely popular amongst his peers. Above it all, he is extremely courteous. It was indeed a joy and an honor to have Chirag in our classes. Chirag on behalf of all your lecturers, Ms. Hidayati, Mr. Alex, Mr. David, Ms. Lai, we are thrilled with what you have accomplished. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I present you Chirag Malani, our valedictorian.
Dear guests of honor, administrators, lecturers, and fellow AUSMATs, it is truly my pleasure to be able to represent the class of 2021 here today. I would like to start off my address by mentioning that the last year would go down in history as one of the most unique years in many of our lives. Yes, it started on a positive, on a hopeful note, but we were all quick to realize that the worst was not behind us. Alas, if there was one thing certain throughout last whole year, it was the uncertainty. Who else would have thought that they would have to battle through an entire year of online classes again? Nevertheless, diamonds are made under pressure, and that perfectly sums up where we are today. This journey through AUSMAT may not have been the ideal college life we had all expected, but it has certainly prepared us for not just the next step in our academic journey, but beyond as well. From here on out, it is up to us on how we decide to take the events of the past in our stride. Much may be forgotten, but what remains are the essential life skills this program has taught us. More often than not, I must admit, in really hard ways. For instance, consistency. Something that our lecturers had been faithfully repeating in every lesson, and also the thing that has brought a smile to many of our faces as we learned our ATAR. But persistence as well, because as the old saying goes, failure is the greatest teacher. I believe many of you would agree with me that our shortcomings in earlier tests were what motivated us to strive for better. And the same applies to our future undertakings as well. After all, this journey of life is never meant to be smooth sailing. What really moves me is also the fact that we still manage to build meaningful connections with peers and lecturers alike despite the challenges of learning in a virtual setting. Be it late-night virtual study groups, attending virtual club meets, or having virtual consultation sessions. Before we could even realize it, we were already sharing our personal interests, PKP jokes, and our worries with the ones on the other side of the screens. Those were the times when meeting someone virtually was greeted with excitement instead of the usual sighs, like an oasis in the desert, isn't it? To our lecturers, I would also like to use this opportunity to express my and on behalf of all my peers our heartfelt gratitude for going above and beyond in assisting us and in trying your best to ensure that no one was left out. Although in most cases, all you saw in classes were our initials. The tenacity and selflessness you have shown is no less of an inspiration. Before signing off, I would just like to say that, my dear AUSMATs, you have every reason to be proud of yourselves for pushing yourselves every morning to log into classes, for persevering through seemingly endless rounds of exams, and for coping through the emotional and mental stress that came about last year. Looking back at this journey, many of us had started off as strangers, but in the midst of all this chaos, we will be leaving with a newfound family. Let's cherish it, and here's to a brighter future. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Angela and Chirag.
Up next, the AUSMAT 2021 Student Council has prepared a short video presentation for us. Enjoy.
AUSMAT lecturers are very dedicated, resourceful, and helpful. So whenever I have any problems, whether in my studies or college life in general, I always reach out to my lecturers in AUSMAT. So just give them a call or a message on Microsoft Teams, and they'll be right there to assist you.
Hello, I'm Nabiha. I'm part of the AUSMAT Student Council member as the strategic planner, and my AUSMAT experience have been very wonderful throughout the year despite being in the COVID-19 era. My lectures were very helpful in terms of providing very consistent support in both educationally and socially. They provided very useful tips and tricks for assessments and with exams.
My experience in AUSMAT was pretty fruitful as I've learned a lot of stuff which I previously did not know, and the assignments kept me busy.
Hi everyone, I'm Ian. I would describe my AUSMAT experience as a really short but fun, memorable and fruitful experience. Here I'd like to thank all my AUSMAT lecturers, Miss Yati, Miss Young, Miss Saw, Miss Tana and Mr. Villas for being such kind, helpful and dedicated teachers. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sally. I'm a student mentor. Being a student mentor, I was able to enhance my knowledge on a certain subject. Students would ask me questions that I myself would never even think about. So to clear up their confusion, I would apply my current knowledge and do some additional research. All in all, it was a great experience and of course a memorable one. Thank you.
AUSMAT has been one of the best periods of my life. It was full of fun and exciting memories and moments. It has equipped me with enough skills and exposure to strive in my life.
Thank you, Dr. Tan.
Special thanks to Ms. Suganti for being a great teacher.
Hi, I want to thank Mr. Villas, Mr. Albert, Mr. Raymond, Ms. Wong and Dr. Seth.
Thank you, Dr. Rusi.
Thank you, Miss Tammy, Miss Fatin, Miss Suganti, and Dr. Sally for pushing me to do my best.
We now have a special message from Dr. Hans George Lober, Senior Executive Advisor to Karl Duisberg Zentren.
Hi everybody. On behalf of Karl Duisberg Zentren in Cologne, Germany, a very warm welcome to all of you. I would like to congratulate all students who were able to complete their secondary schooling in 2021 during a global pandemic. My name is Hans-Georg Löber, and since 30 years I'm part of the CDC team, being responsible for our Malaysian programs. We are the German partner of Sunway College, and we jointly prepare JPA-sponsored students for their academic studies in Germany in one of the 400 universities we do have here. You students have many reasons to be proud of what you have achieved last year. Congratulations to every single student. We are more than happy about these outstanding achievements of our students. But also a big thank you to the team of teachers from Sunway College for supporting the students to achieve this wonderful goal. Last but not least, not to forget the parents. Also a big thank you for their constant support of their sons and daughters. Meanwhile, our students bound for Germany have safely arrived here in Cologne and in Marburg and started their final bridging courses. We are very confident of their ability to successfully navigate their next steps, and in September-October 2022 this year, they will start to study in one of the universities of their choice. As the largest economy in Europe, Germany welcomes many foreign students. Currently, there are more than 420,000 foreign students studying in German universities. The majority is from China, Turkey, and from India. Currently, we do have approximately 1,000 Malaysians. So compared to these 420,000, there's still a lot of space for Malaysians. So welcome to all of you to Germany. It may be of interest, especially for the parents, that studying in Germany is free of charge. Neither German students nor foreigners have to pay fees. That means the high quality of studies here is free of charge, and many people, students, do benefit from this situation. Once again, congratulations to all of you. In German, I would say herzlichen Glückwunsch für Ihren Erfolg. Alles Gute für die Zukunft. And last but not least, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Warm regards from Karl Duisberg Zentren in Cologne, Germany.
Thank you, Dr. Lober.
As we near the end of today's event, we'd like to invite Ms. Vanitha Sachitanathan, Assistant Director, Pre-University Studies and Director of the Australian Matriculation Program, to end with a few closing remarks.
Thank you to Tammy and Alex for doing a wonderful job of emceeing this event. Good morning to our honorary guest, our proud parents, my dear students, and my team of AUSMAT lecturers. Congratulations to all my students here for your amazing academic achievements. And what is even more amazing was the fact that you had achieved these results despite the challenging year that was 2021. We all thought 2020 was difficult, but in 2021 we spent even more time under lockdown with scary daily COVID cases that had increased to 5 figures. However, your adaptability in new learning methods and resilience in persevering through hardships has proven to me that you are really indeed ready for any obstacles that the future may throw to you. As we close, I would like to thank 3 groups of people joining us in this ceremony today. First of all, this celebration has been made possible thanks to the passion and dedication of my team of AUSMAT lecturers. Lecturers, I'm in awe of your spirit in continuing to overcome the many challenges over the past 2 years, and your innovative and creative drive to ensure that our students continue to flourish and grow even in the midst of this unprecedented global pandemic. The AUSMAT academic team was one of the most prepared in this region to tackle the many challenges that came with this switch to online learning. Here at Sunway AUSMAT, we have always known that digital learning was the way forward and inevitable. And in recognition of our commitment to future-proof educational technology, in 2019, AUSMAT won the prestigious Gold Award for the Best Smart School at EduTech Asia in Singapore. And in 2020, and yet again in 2021, our AUSMAT lecturers were recognized with the Microsoft Innovator Educator Expert Awards. Parents. This celebration has been made possible thanks to the loving support that you, the AUSMAT parents, have provided for your children. It's my firm belief that family provides a bedrock of emotional and psychological support from which our students can safely launch themselves into their future academic journeys and beyond. And this was all more evident in the last 2 years as we all sat at home with our families and truly learned to grow with, learn with, and even tolerate each other more and more. So to our wonderful AUSMAT parents, thank you. Class of 2021, you have successfully traveled a long and difficult path. Your very presence here today is proof that you have gone the distance, you have run the extra mile, and you have reaped what you have sown. Within AUSMAT, you learned, as your valedictorian Chirac mentioned just now, the importance of being consistent. And whether you realized it or not, other future-proof skills such as time management, teamwork, stress management, problem solving, and being adaptive. In 2021, you dived deep within yourself to discover the true extent of your strength, discipline, and self-reliance. Some of the skills you have learned with us will be immediately useful to you, and others may remain latent until that day, month, or year that you need them. But I can confidently send you off with the knowledge that you are prepared for whatever comes next. The most important skill, however, I think, is that you would have learned that you learned how to learn. And through your experiences with us, some more challenging than others, that you have been stretched. And remember, only by being stretched will you grow. No one can predict the challenges that you will face upon your journey, only that there will be challenges. But we know that your time spent in AUSMAT has equipped you with the presence of mind, the fortitude of character, and confidence to deal with any and all obstacles in your way. And finally, as we close the ceremony, I would like to thank Mr. Mark, Ms. Joanne, Ms. Geeta, and the committee of lecturers who have organized this momentous event to recognize the success of our AUSMAT students. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Vanita. This concludes the AUSMAT High Achievers Awards Ceremony 2022. Thank you to all our guests and to all of our viewers today, as well as anyone watching in the future.
Once again, congratulations to all the triumphant AUSMAT students, their proud parents, and thank you to all our friends and colleagues in AUSMAT as well as the authority. Stay safe, thank you, and goodbye.